One of our viewers recently asked a great question that many of you might share. Why does your fibromyalgia treatment sound similar to what helped your friend with a chronic back problem? And why do the same mind-body approaches seem to work for such different conditions? You're not alone in this confusion. Today, we're exploring why seemingly different types of persistent pain often respond to similar approaches through three unique stories that might change how you think about your own journey. And if you've been searching for answers about your pain condition, please like, subscribe, and share this evidence-based video. It helps others find this information when they need it most. Greetings. It's nice to see you again. And those here for the first time, you're very welcome. Our first story today is about Shelley. Her journey began at age 26 when persistent pain threatened to derail her dream career as a travel writer. With tension myositis syndrome, or TMS, also known as tension myoneural syndrome, she experienced real pain without any structural damage to her muscles or nerves. This mind-body condition can be triggered by both stress and unresolved trauma, creating physical symptoms that feel very real. The turning point came when she learned about neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to create new neural pathways, and how it applies to pain reprocessing. I discovered that through this brain science, I could actually retrain how my nervous system responded to triggers, she shared. I noticed something revealing while reviewing photos from my latest assignment. In every self-taken photo where I was experiencing intense pain, I was also caught up in anxious thoughts about deadlines and perfectionism. Understanding neuroplasticity helped me see how my brain had wired together stress and pain signals, but also showed me these connections could be changed. Working with these principles, Shelley learned to create new, more helpful neural pathways. I started approaching my work differently, she explained. Instead of seeing tension as a sign of damage, I understood it as an old pattern that I could update. When I stopped fearfully monitoring every sensation and focused on building new brain pathways through mindful awareness, both my pain and my writing improved. While Shelley's pain came from stress-induced TMS, Zafira discovered that her fibromyalgia responded to similar solutions. At 53, while raising her two young grandchildren and working remotely in customer support, she found herself struggling with fibromyalgia, a complex condition characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain, fatigue, and cognitive difficulties. Her symptoms included deep muscle aches, fibrofog, also that made concentrating difficult, and overwhelming exhaustion that made even simple household tasks feel very hard to overcome. Her breakthrough came during her grandson's 7th birthday. I was determined to make everything perfect, she explained, setting up an elaborate backyard scavenger hunt while my shoulders screamed in protest when my grandson said he just wanted to help Grandma make memories. That moment changed everything. Zafira learned to involve her grandchildren in gentle morning stretches, turning exercises into playful bonding time. She discovered being vulnerable about her needs actually strengthened her family bonds. Just as Shelley and Zafira found relief through mind-body approaches, Thad's journey showed how these same principles helped with a completely different type of pain. After a failed hip surgery left him questioning his future as a brand strategist at 47, he faced chronic post-surgical pain syndrome, a condition where pain persists long after the expected healing time. He experienced constant aching and sharp pains that intensified with movement, along with reduced mobility that affected his ability to stand or walk for extended periods. Client meetings used to be my strength, he remembered, but standing presentations became my biggest fear. Everything shifted during a family dinner when his teenage son suggested reimagining his group brainstorming sessions into interactive stations where everyone moved around the room. Dad, if you alternate between sitting and moving, It might be easier on your hip than standing in one spot, his son pointed out. That insight changed everything, Thad shared. He began incorporating movement breaks into his workshops, making them more engaging for everyone. These three stories show us something fascinating about how our bodies respond to pain, something that science helps us understand better. Research helps us learn that two distinct types of persistent pain. Structural pain comes from specific physical issues like tissue damage or injury. Non-structural pain, as seen in conditions like TMS, occurs when the nervous system becomes sensitized even though no physical damage is present. Studies have shown how the nervous system can maintain pain signals through learned responses to stress and emotional experiences. This helps explain why approaches that calm the nervous system and address emotional well-being can be particularly helpful for non-structural pain conditions, while also supporting those with structural conditions. While each person's experience is unique, understanding this distinction helps explain why similar mind-body approaches can provide relief across different pain conditions. Understanding these connections opens the door to practical strategies that can help. So let's look at how these three stories demonstrate these approaches in action. The first up is mindful transitions. Like Shelley discovered, taking breaks isn't just about resting. It's about giving your nervous system regular opportunities to reset. When she started paying attention to tension patterns, she could address them before they intensified. Next up is gentle movement. Zafira found that movement doesn't have to be intense to be effective. By making it playful with her grandchildren, she kept her nervous system engaged in a positive way, which research shows can help regulate pain signals. The final strategy I'm going to present today is environmental adaptation. As Thad learned, changing how we interact with our environment can have a powerful impact. His workshop modifications weren't just practical solutions. They helped retrain his brain's response to movement. What these three stories show us is that while persistent pain conditions may have different names and starting points, the path to improvement often shares common ground. Whether you're dealing with post-surgical pain like Thad, fibromyalgia like Zafira, TMS like Shelley, or any other pain condition, understanding how your nervous system processes pain can open new doors to relief. Please remember, you're not alone in this journey, and there's always room for positive change, no matter what name your pain condition carries. So it's bye for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.